Hi, everyone, and welcome to Not Branded News. My name is Natalia, and I'm here to again put my 2 cents about anything that's going on in the world and current news and trending topics. So, I may annoy some of you, piss you off, or maybe I may say something that you will agree with me on. Today, the news that I want to talk about is Toronto and Peel region since Monday has gone into the second lockdown. And a lot of restaurants and non essential businesses had to close down their doors for the second time this year due to COVID 19. People are outraged because while small businesses have to close their doors, there are large corporations that are able to function, stay open, while they're being called essential businesses. So, in Etobicoke, a restaurant owner went against the lockdown. He went online and he basically said, "We are staying open for business and we're not closing our doors." So, in the last 2 days, police have showed up to that restaurant in Etobicoke and changed the locks. I believe that they now arrested the owner for breaking the law, supposedly. And people online are obviously outraged. I feel like people are more outraged about this lockdown and about the fact that so many small businesses are shutting down forever. And I feel like they are going against, they're voicing their opinion saying that these lockdowns are wrong and damaging the public. And there's more people that have that thought process over the people that are saying, yes, a lockdown is good. So basically, I want to talk about the fact that that's the system we live in, where the government can come into your home or your business. They can go into your business if you stay open during a lockdown, the second lockdown, and they can change the locks, arrest you, fine you, anything like that. And also, if under suspicion that you're throwing a party, they can come inside your home. And I think we all know the last time that these types of regulations were happening. And it usually kind of happens in countries that don't have human rights. And people seem to be okay with that. They think that just because something is a law, and it's not a law to shut down a restaurant right now, it's like a bylaw, it's policies. And basically, people are losing their livelihoods, and a lot of people are being divided by this lockdown. Like, is it right? Is it not? Right now, my issue is the fact that they locked down Toronto and the businesses there, but you can drive out 40 minutes from Toronto and things are open. That's not a lockdown. I know somebody that took a plane out on Monday during the lockdown and went to another province that's not locked down. If you need to shut down the government, or I mean the cities, because the case numbers are rising with COVID infections, wouldn't you close down every city? How are you allowing people to fly out? How are you allowing a city 30 minutes away to stay open while one city is locked down? It doesn't make any sense. So, in my opinion, the system loses its credibility when it's enforcing these types of regulations and lockdowns for one area but not another. And then if you say something about it, like on my social media, if I post something saying that these lockdowns are unconstitutional or they are harming people, I'll get a lot of hate from certain strangers that tell me that they are more educated on this topic and that what I'm saying is spreading misinformation. It is not backed up by facts. And I've said it before. My facts come from real people at real time, and facts change all the time. What we knew yesterday, we know something different about it today. So We are living in a system now where the government takes away your livelihood, takes away your ability to make money, to put food on the table for your family, to pay the bills. And then if you rebel against that and you're fighting for your life, you're breaking the law. Now, I've spoken to some friends that have family in Hungary, for example. Now they have military services deployed in the street regulating a curfew and who can go outside and not. Then we also have Doug Ford, who put a general in charge of vaccination distribution and task force. And when the military gets involved, what do you think will happen? They're not some volunteers who are going to be helping you carry the groceries and things like that. Military comes with force. So we have that, and this 28-day lockdown is going to destroy whatever remains with people's businesses. There's a lot of restaurants that shut down, a lot of small, again, using the word businesses, a lot of local shops that just are going bankrupt, and the government is saying that they offer assistance, but that's not going to get someone through this. And how many people are jobless now? So how can someone sit there, argue, and say that these lockdowns are important because it will decrease the number of infections in the city? Okay. For example, in Montreal, my friends that live in Montreal told me that friends can't come into a building. Only like owners and people that are renting are allowed. You can't have friends over, you can't do this and that in certain buildings. That should have been a rule from the start. If people are so concerned about the parties that are happening or events that are being thrown, you can do that. That to me seems fair, like no one in your buildings. Why isn't the government saying, hey, large corporations, you're going to be fine, you're worth billions and millions, you need to close your doors down because for you to be open, you can have 200 people at a time here. The produce isn't covered and people are not social distancing, and it's very difficult to clean up after so many people. Let's keep the small businesses that are contributing to our economy, let them stay open, because you will have employees regulating how many people can come in, they can clean better, and the business stays open and thriving. But we have in Canada, in Toronto, only large corporate businesses open. I don't want to name, no, I will name Costco, LCBO, Sobeys, Loblaws, all these Shoppers, all these large companies are open. And yes, they do sell groceries, but we can buy these things from smaller businesses. So that's my whole point about this, and people are not understanding that when you have a government system that tells you that we can take away your right to make money to feed yourself, and people sit by, abide, or even argue that that's a legitimate way to do a lockdown, that to me is insane. Like I said before, if you're locking things down, you're supposed to lock down every city at the same time, because then people that are infected and are not symptomatic can spread the virus and it will continue to go. But what do I know? I mean, we have experts with no medical background that are telling us what to do. Even experts with medical backgrounds, but they don't advise on economy. They don't care, because it's like when you look at politicians, they are not your friends. They're not your family. You don't matter to them. You don't matter to them. What they care about is what they're saying in that moment for people. If they're fine, they probably assume that if I'm fine and I'm thriving, you can be too. That's the today's story. That's my little 2 cents on this whole thing. So let me know what you guys think, and sorry for the lighting, I can't help it. But let me know what you think, and I'll be back with more videos talking about these kinds of issues, because I know either people like it or a lot of people hate me for it. So I don't know. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe. Have a good day. Bye.